Ok. Bon, du coup, je m'en vais. Attends, déjà, je vais sortir. Ah non, putain, faut que j'aille voir Gaïa.
Hello again, Aloy. Hello, Aloy.
Bon.
Hey, Gaia. So,
Yes.
Ouais.
I am continuing. Despite the unpleasant circumstance, I am pleased to see you have both
Bah, il vaut mieux qu'on trouve une terrain d'entente, sinon c'est
two
bon.
heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe. Are you ready to depart for... Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
Ah, c'est ça, on y va maintenant?
The missing subordinate functions. What?
Artemis rewilded. Eleuthia was responsible for bringing a new Apollo was tasked with in disseminating. Unfortunate, all archived Apollo.
Ted.
Yes, impulsive
Et
Ted.
ça, elle en a parlé, non?
All three, or were. Do you still need?
Restoring their empowering my. Unfortunately, attaining them in the
I guess our best, but we'll need Hephaestus.
correct.
Trop de trucs.
Her presence is interwoven with my mem. We exchanged greetings, names. It was the first of many conversations. Listening to her stories.
Your friend.
Yes. Though I am glad she made it home.
She was okay with that.
Ok.
Thanks, Gaia. So, what do you think Ted would have done if his life
It seems he convinced himself it was given the tribal
Oh, il est un peu
nature of
mégalomane quand même.
humans and his ability to use Omega Clearin. I imagine he would have convinced one of us to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Okay.
Oh, ok.
Aside from Gaia Prime, and there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for my data. Indicates the facility.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown.
I found some data, and it mentioned that there are still functional seed banks. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with primary and secondary. Had everything gone according to plan, been able to introduce.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to in order to access.
And for that we need a
Oh putain, mais.
So what will happen to this place?
All systems within this facility, as the facility will be exposed, though
Ouais, ouais.
without my presence.
Let's hope so. So our plan to capture Hephaestus,
As you wish. We now know that Hephaestus will.
which is why.
Ouais, non, du coup, ils ont...
When we get to Gemini, the second core.
And then you'll be able to.
Not quite,
How long will that?
because the work will be split.
And during that time, the others will.
Correct. The energy circuit.
And then we'll have everything. So. But she's been through so much.
You have both different in almost. I like to think of you as two miracles.
3, then.
Ok.
How's all of us settling it?
As soon as she arrived, a particular file, information about a machinist, I informed her that once I may be able to design.
Sure. When I set out, I never thought we'd be.
They have all come. Varl has suggested that once the biosphere has been.
Yeah, that's not such a bad idea.
Bah, je vais y aller, hein.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
Mais j'avais pas une coureuse, j'avais un fouisseur. Ah mais c'est vrai qu'ils vont à plusieurs endroits différents. Est-ce que je vais pouvoir enfin débloquer le grand con? Je comprends mieux pourquoi je pouvais pas aller sur G, mais ouais, vraiment. Maintenant, c'est limpide. Ah, mais je suis carrément dedans là?
All right, connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the call.
Bah, j'imagine que je vais avoir plusieurs personnes qui vont me taper
It's good
dessus.
to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right?
In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay, radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Maya, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Donc le violet.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go.
Ok.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Ah, donc je vais forcément avoir des monstres à battre.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come!
Four will stay here. Protect Beta.
They've got it.
Be careful.
Ok. J'ai touché.
Stay back!
Toi tu meurs. Toi tu vas le revoir.
That was a big machine! Get back! Over here, you!
That's all of them for now. You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy.
Ah, c'était sûr, j'allais devoir me taper tout le creuset.
Okay, I gotta chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core. I'll put these in my back. No, you don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
L2, triangle. Ah bah oui. Cool. Très bien. T'as pas besoin de suite, mais bon, je prends.
It's some kind of production chamber.
Ah? Non. Bon, au final, c'est ma mère qui a dû le payer, enfin, je t'expliquerai, mais le clair, ça a été le bordel, ça m'a saoulé. Et je t'expliquerai. Ouais, je t'expliquerai, j'ai de la merde, c'est qu'il faut des promos, au final, c'est pas un promo. Ça m'a gonflé, j'ai dit, allez hop, tant pis. Parce que du coup, elle payait ses courses, moi je payais les miennes à la borne, et du coup, ils ont échangé, et au final, ben, je me suis retrouvé à pas payer ce que je voulais payer de base, donc j'ai dit, allez, je laisse tomber. Ouais, j'y ai pensé, mais. Pas grave. Oui.
Festus is up to something, all right?
Je t'ai répondu.
What
T'es dit
kind of
nickel.
machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down.
Bah écoute,
These are where it's getting materials from.
oh, enfin, j'espère quand même que, enfin, même si demain une facture, ils vont pas te casser le nom pour ça. Ouais. Bon. Bah écoute, tant mieux. Hein.
Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go.
Ouais, bon.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Ouais. Ça en est... Ouais, de nulle part ailleurs.
Might be able to catch a ride. Go over the shield.
Bon. Mais
Aloy,
j'espère qu'ils vont bien
managed to
faire le
rewire
boulot.
most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to...
Putain,
There
j'avais
should
pas
be
vu.
a node you can override. Near the central platform.
Thanks. I should take these machines first.
Ouais, tu vas juste te doucher. Bah si tu fais pas ton sport, j'arrête dès que quand t'es douché. Putain, je vais pas y arriver. Ah, j'ai vu, j'ai pas bougé. Pardon?
The machines on the way.
Beta! Festus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
Ah, je t'ai tué.
One roasted machine coming right up.
Pas plus proche. Et le bordel, ça j'ai pas envie putain en fait. Il me reste une bête à battre. Hein. Putain.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the
Oh,
node.
j'ai pas du tout pris les bonnes
You
flèches.
should be able to override it now.
Ouais,
Nice.
c'est pour ça quand même.
Thanks.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I better not get comfortable. Great. Hephaestus covered the lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy, more machines keep coming. Please tell me you're getting close.
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side too.
I guess Aaron's missing out.
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
Bah oui, j'espère que tu penses qu'on peut le faire. Ah, il y a des trucs là-bas. Des hauts pattes, on dirait.
Just a little longer. Alright. I need to drive Hephaestus out of here.
There should be another node to override.
Got it.
C'est des suprêmes. Ouais. D'où le fait que je puisse pas les pirater. Non. Ah, puis je d'attendre.
Oh, here we go again.
I'll try to get your access back.
Rien ne tape avec mes propres trucs, bordel. Il est où, frérot? Ah, c'est qu'il y en a d'autres qui arrivent. Oh, j'avais pas vu. Toi, t'es mort. Trop bien. Pas du tout ça que je vais faire péter un câble de photo. Ouais, c'est ça que j'essaie de faire péter. Oh boy, c'est pareil, j'ai pété les deux cornes, je crois. Je trouve la seconde.
Now you can upgrade it. Good work. You did the heavy lifting.
Elle est là. Bon, un truc rare, oui, je vais pas cracher dessus. Mais... il a pris un peu tarif, mais ça va. Ah, j'avais pas vu que j'avais le bonus.
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Festus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machines later.
Ah, c'est gel.
Scan it first. This thing's on flame. I think it's charging up.
C'est une blague, ça m'a... allez, ouais. Ça c'est pas pratique. Oh, écoute, mon ami. Oui, mais je peux pas... je me relève, je prends, je me relève, je prends. Boum. Quand même. J'avais pas vu que j'avais plus de life. Boum 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 boum. Boum. Eh ouais mon pote.
You did it! There should be one more node to override.
Good.
J'ai vu là?
Stand
Quand même
by.
4 mètres.
I'm sending Hephaestus back to you.
J'ai pris un peu de tarif, on va pas se mentir. J'ai pris un peu de tarif.
No more hiding, Hephaestus.
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along.
Ah, j'ai plus assez de trucs.
Well, we couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Ouais, j'espère bien, frérot. Ça va pas être si facile.
The core is stable.
D'accord.
Estes is 100%
J'ai fini Gémeaux.
contained. And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
Ok.
Okay, to complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Ok.
Aloy! Look!
Quelle surprise.
Well, hello, redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time.
Ah
Eric,
merde.
get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Ooh! Get behind me.
Come on, quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
Là ça pue. Ouais.
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ok. Donc il y a bien une meuf qui a essayé d'aider. Ok.
Beta. Farrell.
On va voir là. Je pense que c'est fini. Et on est où là?
Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean
Mais pourquoi on veut les aider?
You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Ok.
Breakfast. Okay.
Ils sont invincibles sinon. Du coup, je suis où là? D'accord.
What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain. Stunning, isn't it? Paintings were the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's lidded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial.
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow. This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man
Ah, c'est
in
Rembrandt.
mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits. Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far
Mais elle a que
the
des
most
Rembrandts, du coup.
famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. The Gust.
Van der
By
Velde.
Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his
Ah non,
many maritime
William van de
paintings.
Velde. Van de Velde.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it
Persévérance.
perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
She's pulling out her own hair. Out of madness, out of grief.
Ça m'a c'est fait.
That's hard
Ça
to
m'a c'est fait. Ça m'a c'est fait.
Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
Je les ai pas vus.
So she's sneaking
Ok.
up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. My favorite pairing on the left is woman reading a letter
Bon,
by
normalement c'est le dernier.
Vermeer, a true master.
Ah oui, il en a des
And on the
rangés quand
right
même.
is a forgery. Woman reading music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. A portrait of the painter,
Ah, mais
Rembrandt's son
Rembrandt,
Titus,
bon, son fils. Hein.
depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy
On
with
dirait Atlas.
misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels. A lot of weight on his shoulders.
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
Tu vas pas te doucher du coup?
I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
C'est des vignoiseries.
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
I held focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life.
Hmm.
1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close.
Non mais nickel.
I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Super.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends
Klar.
are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
Oula.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what?
Putting her to work. A difficult,
D'accord.
time-consuming task. They will compel her if need be. She's the only one who...
Because you people made her
Gerard's idea. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted. That's why I created the data channel.
So this channel you shared with Beta.
C'est ce que j'allais dire.
He's the most cunning of all. Even after 1,000 years, he's... The channel allowed me to interact. It offered us a chance to be...
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me.
She felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would punish her. But at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems
Oui.
but you must believe that her
My old focus.
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, I knew better. You were... After your dramatic, Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. When the others were busy, that's when I found this little... Not easy to repair, but sold. You were like a splash of color on a...
Oui, ok.
You showed.
Of course not. It's worth noting that if I wouldn't have known to save you at the...
So I should be grateful.
If you like.
So you know all about me.
What would you like to know?
Well,
When I was 8,000 drowned, my parents included, I was my guardian. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, all because of circumstances beyond.
oh,
Aren't we? You were an outcast. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used the technical and profitable expertise. But as it turned out, the software. From there, it was only a short step to...
you were a spy?
More like a service. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that, and an...
What happened when Far Zenith approached?
Oh là là, mais c'est fou tous ces dialogues.
One where we need not fear, where we explored the furthest. It was only later that I realized they only intended to bequeath this future to the... By the time I finally figured it out, Pharaoh's machines were devouring. So I accepted Farzine. I wanted Liz to come.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were...
I knew some of them were. It wasn't until we were off planet that I understood. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became upset. They built a colony where machine or fantasy could be endlessly... It wasn't life. As the decades passed, alone yet again. But this time, now finally, having met you...
To do what?
Help you to fulfill a better future for humanity.
Why did you make the data channel look like this?
I built this house as a shelter a safe place. Not cultural artifacts of truly some of the greatest achievements of humanity.
And you wanted Beta to...
Yes. I thought if she could experience Verm, it would bring something else, a heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific data being drummed in. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but she needed its shelter even more than I did.
How do you know about Silence?
Ouais, ce que j'allais dire, hein. Comment elle le
He
sait?
isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, but his subordinate. He gave
Ah oui.
additional focuses to the tribe.
The ones working with...
By tapping their focuses, I learned about the distribution of override tech and the secret pact with Regala to attack.
But how did he come up with a weapon?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out. But
Okay.
however he with it in the Tanakh army, such a shame he'll be.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed, that you came back to Earth because you had...
It's true. After we reached our destination, we spent decades building a new... The physical
Yeah.
constraints of Earth, the bound to think of what we could... It might have been a Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in...
Ah, ok.
It took a cataclysm to finally out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological... We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, only a few of us made it to the ship. We set course for Earth, left to us.
D'accord.
Which you decided to make up for anyone else.
Not me. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas, work around the
D'accord.
smudges. No more primitive tribes, no machines, only a... But please us.
Ok.
We'll stop him.
What exactly is your plan?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. In this case, a place where a passage that only I can access. When silence, we will enter through this back door, fighting. The distraction will provide.
Once we're inside the base, where will we...
Ouais.
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited, including Hephaestus.
What about the
Okay.
alpha build of Apollo?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything.
Regala's only interested in killing Hikaru, and what does she have to gain by attacking?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the
D'accord.
ability to override a rebellion, would have left
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus.
in exchange for an assault on the base.
Ok.
Pride has deluded her into thinking she... And all without ever knowing who... Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, that blind spot is what will allow it.
Well,
Trop beau pour être vrai, le plan là.
down outside. So you knew. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. Your ingenuity, you've managed to distill her...
I'm not asking. Tell me about Elizabeth.
The honest answer, for all the time that I spent with her, she always kept... It was like...
Ok.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was...
Not aloof. It was a summit in Paris about...
Ah, Paris.
Because regulatory authorities were... Liz gave the keynote. She had already achieved great renown, but in her address, an AI-driven system that but actually take responsibility for...
To care about life.
Revolutionary stuff. I watched her after she had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. I could tell she felt uncomfortable. It was as if giving... I didn't want to be a pest, so
D'accord.
So
Ah,
how
mais
did you
vraiment.
finally approach Elizabeth?
I picked the right moment. Right as she came back to her coffee. She was fresh. It was like she had braced her colleagues. I asked if I then put forth a question about her talk that I was intelligent. Her answer made me realize, but she was very welcoming. Previously, it was only halfway through the conversation that I exactly who I was. It was quite a shock. I took great pains to anonymity. So that was Liz. For pet, I came to view our meeting as a medship. She always seemed to know I knew her.
I guess I know the feel. First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tanakh. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tanakh survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
Mhm. Oh non, je voulais sauvegarder.
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation.
Quoi?
The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Donc là on n'a pas entendu.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
With Argala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister.
Ah, elle l'appelle ça.
Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tanakh.
C'est quoi ça?
The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their
À tes
arsenal.
souhaits.
Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive
Santé.
a surprise.
Vas-y, ok.
So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
Not if.
When. Ok. Allez, je peux sauvegarder, s'il vous plaît.
Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base.
Il y a pas un truc qui coûte. Ah si, lui.
What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use
Ok, merde. Chut, putain.
against Regalla's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Mais merde, il y a un truc là, je ne peux pas l'avoir. Une fleur de métal. Oh, ça mène. Faut que j'arrive à passer en dessous. Il y a un passage là-bas. Je suis un nana. Inverser croyant. Carrière. Je suis un appli. Bah j'ai compris. Hein. Non. Ok. J'ai juste trompé de touche. Il n'y a rien d'autre. Hein. Bon ok, je vais sauvegarder. Parce que là, du coup, c'est quoi le canne principal maintenant? Allez, ok. Sur ce, j'arrête.